Good morning, everyone. It's Coach Tam, and welcome to Tuesday. Today, I want to talk about something that's very, very near and dear to my heart. Many of you know my story. I was a person that really struggled with sugar cravings. As a matter of fact, I ate something sweet every day. And even in the beginning of my transformation in 2008, I still was in a position where I felt like I had to have something small every single day. So for those of you that struggle with whether it's sugar cravings, good morning, Elaine, or salt cravings, this quick coaching is for you. Well, first, I want to go to what scripture says about fighting temptations. There's a scripture in James 4, verse 7 that gives us the quick formula for fighting through these things. It says, submit to God, resist the enemy, and he will flee. So let's talk about the first piece of that equation, submit to God. What does that really mean? Well, when I really sought God on what does it really look like to submit, the word that came to mind was to yield. To really yield that moment, yield that situation to God. So I want to challenge you when you are in a tempting situation to take a moment to pray, to go to God and to ask for help. But that's just step one. Notice that it also says that we have to resist. So this is not one of those situations where we can just pray and all the onus is on God. We have to be involved in our own deliverance. So what does resisting look like? Well, the simple answer would be to say, just tell yourself no. But because I've walked this journey, because I understand what it feels like, and I've coached so many clients across the globe, I have 3 simple strategies that I want to encourage you to add to your tool belt. And these are really practical. So the first one, and they all start with D, is to discover. Discover, take a moment to think about what is really driving the craving. One of the things that I've learned as I've continued to grow as a health coach is that we all have triggers. So something typically triggers the craving. It could be stress. It could be boredom. It could be relationship issues. It could be just as simple as getting a whiff of it, coming in contact with it. For me, at the Charlotte Douglas Airport, that's the Cinnabon station, right? So just being in that space and smelling the Cinnabon, because I know it's something I used to eat all the time and I really love, that can be a trigger for me. So I want you to start training yourself to identify, to discover what's really going on. Because most of the time, it isn't just about the food. There is something else that's driving the craving. And your goal is to really address that root issue. All right, number 2 is to delay. So I also understand how intense these cravings can really be. It can feel like there's no way to escape them, that I have to give in. So one of the strategies that I use is to delay, to say, oh, no, I'm not going to do that right now. Let me delay that until tomorrow, or better yet, till this weekend. That buys me some time. So I'm not telling myself no per se, but what I'm doing is buying myself time so that I can make a more rational, a more thoughtful decision. Because when you make a decision in the moment, driven by these cravings and these emotions, it becomes really hard to control how much you eat and what you eat. So if you can buy yourself some time, get more thoughtful, reconnect with the goals that you have set for yourself, health and fitness wise, it will make a big difference. So discover, delay, and then my last quick strategy, also another D, is to distract. This one I use a lot because, again, sometimes those cravings can feel so intense. So what I do, family, is give myself a project. So I'm going to go in here and clean up this kitchen, or I'm going to straighten up the bookshelf and get all of my books organized because I'm a huge book lover. I'm going to get them in categories. I'm going to go outside and clean out my car. I'm going to give myself something to do that's going to distract me from the intensity of the craving. Because here's something else that I've learned is that with time passing, a lot of times the intensity of that craving dissipates. Many times in just 30 minutes, if you can buy yourself enough time with a distraction, you'll be able to get calm, you'll be able to get refocused, especially if you're taking to heart that discover piece and really understanding what's going on. It's going to make a huge difference. So let me recap here. We're submitting to God. We're going to Him with our with our battle that we're in the moment. We're asking him for strength, and then we are doing our part. We're trying to discover what is really going on here. What is the root issue that I might need to address? I may delay it until another day in the week when I can be more thoughtful about my decisions and keep things in check. And then last but not least, give yourself a distraction. Give yourself a project, something to do to take your mind off the food. I hope that you have found these strategies helpful. If you have, give me a like and then share it with your friends so that they can benefit too. And if you want to take this journey together, I would love to take it with you. Take advantage of the link in the comments to schedule your one-on-one consultation with me. I pray that you have a great Tuesday. God bless.